All right, if you're serious about mixing, you know the feeling, right? We're always chasing that thing, that professional polish that just makes a track pop. Well, what if there was a way to stop just tweaking and start, I don't know, finding the actual heart of your sound and bringing it forward? Let's get into it.
Look at this, bringing the core forward. Now, this isn't just some marketing phrase. This is the whole mission, isn't it? For any of us who want our stuff to really hit hard. It's about grabbing the very DNA of a vocal or an instrument and just yanking it right to the front so nobody can ignore it. It becomes powerful, undeniable.
Okay, so how do we do that? I mean, it's not as simple as just pushing up a fader or slapping on another compressor, right? That just makes things louder, not better. To actually bring that core forward, well, you're going to need a totally new kind of engine. One that's actually smart.
And that's where this whole idea of pitch-aware harmonic focus comes in. It sounds kind of techy, but let's just break it down. Think about it. This isn't some static EQ you just set and forget. This thing is actively listening. It's intelligently identifying the main note, the fundamental, and all its important harmonics. And it's doing this in real time, as the music is playing. I mean, that is a huge, huge leap from the tools most of us are using every day.
And here, check this out. This is where it gets really cool. We're actually seeing that engine at work. This isn't just some boring frequency graph. This is a live spectrum. Look at how it's literally tracking the shape, the contour of the audio. You see those little markers, the 2x and 3x? That's the EQ locking onto the harmonics and following the sound's DNA, note by note. It's alive. It's breathing with the music.
Okay, so having all that intelligence under the hood is amazing, right? But it's totally useless if you can't actually control it. And that brings us to your arsenal. The controls that put all this crazy power right at your fingertips.
And I love this because it shows you the whole philosophy. You don't have to go digging through a million menus or fiddling with tiny little knobs. It all boils down to these 3 main dials. That's it, 3 dials, and you have total command of the sound. So simple, so direct, and honestly, so powerful. So first up, focus. Think of this as your main weapon. You got a bass line that needs to drive, a vocal that needs to be the star, a snare that needs to cut through. This is the knob you grab. You turn it up, and it shoves that core sound right to the front, making it impossible to ignore.
But, just pushing something forward can get muddy, right? That's where tightness is your best friend. This knob is all about sculpting. It carves out all that blurry, boomy stuff you don't want and gives you this clean, defined punch. It's literally the difference between a kick drum that's just a thump and one that smacks you right in the chest.
And last but not least, tracking. This one is super cool. It's basically you telling the AI how to behave. You're in charge of the intelligence. So do you want it to be all smooth and buttery for some strings? Or do you need it to be like super aggressive, locked on to every little waver in a singer's voice? You decide how tight that lock is. You're driving the algorithm.
Okay, so a smart engine and easy controls. That's already awesome. But here's what really takes this to the next level. This isn't some generic one-size-fits-all tool. Oh no. We're talking about specialized modes. Modes that are total game changers for the most important parts of pretty much any mix.
And boom, here they are. You've got a bass mode, which is all about getting that huge weight and that clean definition at the same time. You've got a vocal mode, tuned perfectly to add that pro presence and air without making it sound harsh or brittle. And then there's the drum mode, which just zeroes in on the snap and the body to give you insane impact. The best part? Each mode actually retunes the whole algorithm to be perfect for that specific job. So, let's put it all together. You take that crazy pitch-aware engine, you add those simple, powerful controls, and you top it off with these super specialized modes. What do you get? Well, it's not just another plugin on your list. It's basically a whole new standard for what's possible with sound. What this really means for your tracks is you get this unshakable core. Your sounds have a foundation. You get laser-guided focus, so the important stuff is always front and center. You get a presence that just cuts right through everything. You get impact. But more than all of that, you end up with a mix that people don't just hear, they feel it.
And really, that's what it all comes down to. After seeing what this thing can do, how it can literally find the soul of your sound and just turn it up, there's only one question left to ask yourself. Is your mix ready for the core?